My beloved, my child of light, I need you to feel my words before you even read them. Do you sense how your heart beats differently right now? It's not fear, it's recognition. The heavens have turned their gaze upon you, and I have been commanded to speak to you without delay. I am not alone in this moment. I am with another archangel who surrounds you, guarding you from what you cannot yet see. We have only 9 minutes. No more, no less, no tomorrow. Right now, this moment is a fragile thread between what could happen and what should never happen to you. We've tried before, through dreams, sudden thoughts, and the whisper you brushed off last night, but you didn't fully hear us. So the heavens commanded, "Go and do not return until you have reached them." And here I am, child, my hands above yours, my voice speaking in your heart, my wings covering the place where fear tried to take root. It may seem like you stumbled upon this message by accident, but in the world of chance, there is no such thing. You are reading these words because the path you're on is about to take a sharp turn, where one wrong step could pull you away from everything you were promised. 2 archangels have surrounded your life, like living walls, blocking everything that stands against you. The other archangel, who is with me, is already acting, sword raised, focused on what he refuses to let go of. But we cannot hold this position forever without your consent. The heavens have granted you free will, beloved, and your choice in this moment will determine whether the divine shield stays in place or fades away. This is the final attempt. I'm not saying this to frighten you, but because the truth must be clear when time is so short. If you leave this moment, it will not return in the same way. Later, you will feel in your soul that you missed something that was meant only for you. I cannot allow that. I will not allow that. That's why my voice carries such urgency now. Before I go further, hear me clearly. If this message is already stirring something in you, it means you have already felt us before. That shiver you felt when you almost stepped into danger but didn't. That unexpected help when you thought there was no way out. These were not coincidences, child. These were misalignments, moments when our wings glided silently along your path. We fought for you in silence so you could move forward without fear. But now, the silence is ending. This is the moment for words, the moment for revelation. And if you open your heart completely, not with suspicion but with trust, I promise you will soon see something that will confirm your choice to listen. Now, my beloved, before we continue, I ask you to make a promise. Promise me you won't leave halfway. Every word here has been carefully chosen for you. Don't skim, don't put it aside. Stay with me until the last word. And if your spirit already knows that you need more of these moments, seal this connection. Open your heart to the voice of the heavens, so you never miss the one thing that could change everything. We don't speak lightly, and we don't repeat ourselves without reason. When we ask you to stay, it's because what comes next can save you from the nights you would never want to live through. I see the threads of your life stretching out before me. Some shine with gold, while others have darkened under the weight of secret words spoken against you. Right now, in the invisible world, a gathering is taking place, where words about you are being exchanged. This is why there are 2 of us, and not 1. It is rare for the heavens to send more than 1 archangel to a single person. This alone should tell you how valuable you are. There are forces that don't want you to hear this because they've invested in keeping you silent. They've paid with whispers, envy, and curses that were hidden in plain sight, but they underestimated the truth that God Himself is still calling your name. And when He calls, no storm can drown His voice. I remember the first time I saw you, beloved. You didn't look up, but your spirit shone through the darkness. You went through times when joy seemed distant, yet you carried the light. Do you know how rare that is? This is why the heavens mark you as the chosen one. This is why such a battle is taking place for your future. The other Archangel, who stands beside me, whose name is rarely spoken, is close to where you will be in just a few days. He is clearing the way, but a swiftly moving shadow is trying to outrun you. We cannot fight for your place without your consent. This is the moment of consent. This is why these minutes are so important. You might ask, why is this so urgent? Can't it wait until tomorrow? No, child. Tomorrow is too far away in the language of the heavens. The turning point is not next week. It is in just a few hours. If you enter this moment without understanding what is prepared for you, you may misunderstand it. You could mistake danger for a blessing or see a blessing as danger. We are here to guide you through that. But if you turn away, our voice will fade, and you will be left with only fragments of what you remember from this moment. Child, I wish you could see what I see right now. If you were standing beside me in this moment, you would see the battlefield stretching from where you are now to where God intends to place you. This isn't a battlefield of swords and blood, but a battlefield of choices, voices, and moments that seem small but carry the weight of entire destinies. I see hands reaching out to you. Some hands will lift you higher than you've ever been, while others will pull you into waters too deep to stand in. We are here to make sure you do not choose the wrong hand. This is why 2 archangels have come. It's not just protection, it's intervention. The heavens only move this way when time is shorter than you think. And I tell you, 9 minutes is not just a figure of speech. It is the time this window will remain open before it becomes something less gentle. Do you feel the warmth rising in your chest as you read this? It is us. We are close enough now for your spirit to feel the edge of our wings. This is the place where the heavens touch the earth, where the invisible becomes tangible, even if still unseen. You may have been wondering why certain thoughts or memories have been swirling in your mind over the last few hours. It is us, bringing them to the surface so you can be prepared to understand this moment. We know you've been distracted, burdened, and maybe even doubting that your prayers work the way you've been told they would. But beloved, prayers are not like coins thrown into an empty well. They are keys, and you've been turning them in locks, not realizing what doors they belong to. Today, one of those doors is opening. This message is not just a door, it is a hand reaching out, pulling you across the threshold. I need you to understand what's truly at stake. We have both watched the paths of people connected to you, close and distant. One person, in particular, has been approaching you with intentions that are not as they seem. They appear harmless, they speak kindly, they smile easily. They know how to make their words sound trustworthy. But what they carry in their hearts does not match what they say out loud. This is the danger that most people don't see until it's too late. This is why you're having these thoughts. Without this warning, you could enter into an agreement, step toward, or even have a conversation that could lead your life down a different path for many years. This is not fear speaking. This is the truth. And if you stay with me until the end, I will show you what to look for, so you can recognize them no matter how convincing they try to be. You may ask, why me? Why is there such urgency to choose one person? And I will answer you plainly, because your life matters more than you allow yourself to believe. You are not here just for yourself. Your choices affect people you don't even know. There are people whose breakthroughs depend on your faithfulness. There are children who will learn courage because you chose not to give up. There are destinies written with your name that require you to stand where you're called. This is why the darkness fights against you so hard. This is why it sends people who look like friends but act like thieves. And this is why sometimes the heavens don't send you just one guardian. You are not just a person living in this moment. You are the cornerstone in a plan that reaches far beyond what you can see. I'm going to tell you something I don't often have permission to share. In the heavens, meetings are held specifically for you. Yes, for you. There have been times when God spoke your name in the presence of angels and sent them to act on your behalf. You may think your prayers were small, but they reached His ears. You may think your tears were forgotten, but they were gathered. You may think your mistakes disqualified you, but grace spoke louder than any accusation against you. And now, because you chose to keep going, even when you stumbled, the moment for a divine shift has arrived. This message is that shift. This is why you feel this strange mix of peace and urgency. The heavens are tuning your heart to move in rhythm with what's coming. And here's what you must hold on to. These 9 minutes aren't about fear, they're about precision. There are windows in the soul that open and close. When they open, everything needed to move forward flows smoothly. When they close, the path becomes heavier and harder. We are here to keep you in this open window. But I must tell you, if you leave now, the path won't disappear, but it will become much harder. This is why we urge you. This is why this is our final attempt for now. The patience of the heavens is endless, but time is not. What is meant for this moment must be embraced in this moment. Beloved, I want you to press into this now, as though you are pressing into the embrace of the one to whom you entrust your entire life. Let the noise around you fade. Let the doubts in your mind quiet as you stay here, still reading, still feeling the pull to remain. This pull is us. It's not coincidence. It's not just in your imagination. It's the heartbeat of the heavens calling for you. And if you allow it, we won't just warn you. We'll guide you to the place where your next blessing is waiting. But the choice is yours, and time is slipping away. Child, you must know that the air around you is already shifting. Even as you read, the atmosphere of your life is changing, because 2 archangels are moving in your favor. We are not bound by the same distance as your world. We move at the speed of divine thought. But every second you spend here with us strengthens the protection around you. We see invisible hands pulling the strings. Some are trying to weave a blessing around you, while others are working to undo what has been built. This is why the heavens keep sending you this message. The closer we get, the stronger the resistance becomes. You may have noticed strange emotions rising over the last few hours. A sudden heaviness, memories of past wounds, even random irritation. This is no coincidence. It's a distraction. It's meant to pull you away from fully hearing this message. Because if you hear it all, you will be able to break the vicious cycle that they are hoping will stop you from moving forward. Beloved, there is something you have prayed for, or perhaps you stopped calling it a prayer because it hurt too much to hope for it. But we have seen it, we have kept it, and we have carried it before God many times. You thought the heavens were silent about it, but in reality, it has been building up like a cloud, ready to pour down when the earth is prepared to receive it. It is this readiness we are speaking of. You will not be able to receive what is meant for a prepared heart if your focus is scattered. That's why this message is so important. Something is coming toward you, not paper or coin, but favor, connection, and divine revelation. And now is the time for it to land right in the moment when something meant to distract you is also coming. 2 messages at once, one from the heavens, one from the shadow. This is why it's so urgent. We don't want you to choose the wrong one. You might wonder, how can you tell the difference? This is why we are speaking now. What is meant to work against you will feel easier, quicker, and will bring instant satisfaction. It will call to your impatience, to that part of you that is tired of waiting. What is meant for you, on the other hand, will bring peace. Even if it requires patience, it will bring truth. Even if it requires courage, the counterfeit will flatter you. The royal authority, however, will honor you during these 9 minutes. If you hold this in your spirit, you will instantly recognize the difference. But if you rush past this moment, the boundaries will blur, and what was meant to be your time for progress could be delayed for months, even years. This is not fear, this is clarity. The heavens do not threaten, they reveal. Remember the last time you felt this kind of pull? It is the awareness that something is speaking directly to you. You might ignore it, then tell yourself it was just your mind. But what happened next? confirmed that you should have listened. This memory is not to shame you. It's to remind you that your spirit already knows the sound of truth. We speak with the same tone. Now we want you, this time, to decide to listen not out of guilt, but because you deserve to walk your destined path without unnecessary detours. We are not here to watch you stumble on what we could have helped you avoid. We are here to help you stay on the path, the one that leads to a joy you haven't dared to dream of in a while. And my child, I must tell you this. Even now, different names are being spoken about you. In rooms where you are not present, people are deciding how to approach you, what to offer you, and sometimes even how to stop you. Some speak out of love, while others speak out of envy. We intercept their words, turning the plans of those who wish you harm into harmless winds. But there is one plan that requires your awareness, not just our protection. If you follow it blindly, it will lead you into an agreement that will bind you more than it will bless you. Now is the time to see this before it happens. This is why there are two of us here, one to guard and the other to guide. My companion is already watching the person connected to this plan. I am here to watch over you and make sure you don't walk into the encounter they are preparing for you in the coming days. You may think I speak in riddles, but in time, you will see the details. I give you the framework now, so you can recognize the picture when it appears. This recognition will be your salvation. Without it, you may feel under pressure, trapped, uncertain. With it, you will walk away without fear, and what was meant to bind you will lose all its power. Moments like these are what change the course of years. This is what we fight for in these 9 minutes. And if you've ever wondered whether you deserve such attention from the heavens, let this be your answer. The Creator doesn't send 2 of His messengers for no reason. You are worth the effort. You are worth the protection. You are worth interrupting everything else so that your life stays in harmony with the blessing He intended. This is not because you've done everything right, but because you are loved unconditionally. That's why we will continue speaking until you hear us. And why do I ask you to stay? Not because I need it, but because you need it. Beloved, listen carefully. Time is narrowing. Seconds are not just passing. They are pushing against this moment like a door slowly closing. We are still here, still speaking, but I can already feel the pressure of what awaits us beyond this hour. It won't harm you if you listen and start acting. It is dangerous only if you distance yourself, thinking another chance like this will come. This message is rare. The balance of heaven and earth in this moment is rare. The presence of 2 archangels for 1 soul in 1 hour is rare. And when something rare appears, it's because it's necessary. You may think you've seen it all in your life, survived enough storms, and learned enough lessons. But there is a depth to God's protection that you have yet to experience. And this is what is opening before you now. Child, we see the paths ahead of you. They split like rivers. Some lead toward the light, others into the shadow, disguised as refuge. Without this warning, you may choose the wrong path, not out of recklessness, but because it feels familiar, safe. This is how traps are built, made to look like comfort, to seem like blessings. But the false can't stay strong for long. When it collapses, it takes the pieces of your heart with it. I am here to stop this from happening. My companion is here to stand between you and those offering false refuge. But you must stay alert when the moment arrives. You must remember these words. The world will never pressure you. Love will never demand that you stay silent. And truth will never hide in the shadows. Do you feel that movement within you? It's a mix of caution and courage. It's your spirit confirming what you already sensed but didn't want to admit. Something quietly entered your life, dressed in the right colors but carrying the wrong intentions. We slowed its steps and changed its path, but it found another way. That's why our voices are louder now. It will come soon, perhaps as a conversation or a sudden offer. You'll recognize it because it will demand that you act quickly, with no time for prayer. Anything that pushes away God's presence in decision-making, anything that isn't sent by Him, hold on to this truth, and you will not fall. Beloved, there is something deeper I must tell you. I see a moment in your future as clearly as the sun or the blessing you asked for. It will appear right in front of you, but it won't be wrapped in shine. It will be wrapped in peace. You may almost miss it, because it will seem too quiet, too gentle, compared to the noise you're used to. But this is how the heavens give their gifts, without chaos, without confusion, without chains disguised as blessings. I want you to see it when the time comes, to choose it without hesitation. This is why I ask you to let this message sink deeper than your mind. Let it live in your spirit, where memory can't erase it. I know you have questions. I know your honor seeks the exact details, the precise name, and the exact hour. But the heavens don't always reveal everything beforehand, because part of your growth is learning to trust the signs. And you will see them. One of them will be in their eyes. The person who isn't for you will not meet your gaze easily when you speak the name of God. The other sign will be in the tempo. What is false will rush. What is real will make way. Keep this in your heart, and you will walk safely. Child, listen carefully. We have been with you longer than you realize. Some of your rare escapes in the past, the ones you thought were just luck, were not luck at all. They were interventions. The day you missed an appointment that later turned out to be harmful. The phone call that came just in time to change your plans. The sudden idea to stay home. These were not coincidences. They were us. And if you allow us, we will continue standing like this, guarding the edges of your path. But moments like this, moments of choice, are when your consent is the key that keeps the shield in place. The heavens always honor your choices. Even now, by staying here, you are making a choice. And beloved, before these 9 minutes pass, I must tell you this. You are not behind. I know it may have seemed like you were late, that others moved ahead while you stayed stuck. But the truth is, God kept you from certain paths because He knew they would lead to trouble. You were not lagging behind, you were being preserved. This is why, when your moment comes, it will be a quick rise, a sudden ascent. What you thought would take years will happen in just a few days. That's how divine timing works. It makes up for every lost season, it redeems every missed opportunity, and it restores what you thought was gone forever. I can already see that restoration taking root. It will come in 2 parts. One will touch your heart, and the other will fill your hands. Your heart will heal in the places you stopped reaching because the pain was too much. Your hands will be filled with what you thought belonged to someone else, but was always meant for you. This is not just a dream. It's a plan already set in motion. Our task is to make sure you reach the point where you can hold this without fear, and you will. I believe this because I've already seen it. So, my child, my beloved, hold on tighter. Keep this moment close to your heart. Do not let the noise, fear, or shadows take it from you. We are here. God is here, and you are safe as long as you stay in His light. Time may pass, but eternity has already marked this day as the day your path shifted to the fullness of what you were created for. Walk in this knowledge, and when that moment arrives, you will smile because you will remember that you were warned, you were loved, and you were ready. My beloved, if you could see the vision before me now, you would understand why my voice carries both tenderness and authority. It is as if I stand on a high place, watching 2 roads stretch before you, and the air trembles with the weight of your next choice. The road to the left is lined with promises that sparkle from a distance, but disappear when you get closer. It calls to you with a comforting voice, telling you that what you want can be obtained quickly, without effort, without patience, and without prayer. But beyond those gates is a garden that cannot grow anything lasting, because its soil is poisoned with lies. This is why, when your moment comes, it will be a quick rise, a sudden ascent. What you thought would take years will happen in just a few days. That's how divine timing works. It makes up for every lost season, it redeems every missed opportunity, and it restores what you thought was gone forever. I can already see that restoration taking root. It will come in two parts. One will touch your heart, and the other will fill your hands. Your heart will heal in the places you stopped reaching because the pain was too much. Your hands will be filled with what you thought belonged to someone else, but was always meant for you. This is not just a dream, it's a plan already set in motion. Our task is to make sure you reach the point where you can hold this without fear, and you will. I believe this because I've already seen it. So, my child, my beloved, hold on tighter. Keep this moment close to your heart. Do not let the noise, fear, or shadows take it from you. We are here. God is here, and you are safe as long as you stay in His light. Time may pass, but eternity has already marked this day as the day your path shifted to the fullness of what you were created for. Walk in this knowledge, and when that moment arrives, you will smile because you will remember that you were warned, you were loved, and you were ready. My beloved, if you could see the vision before me now, you would understand why my voice carries both tenderness and authority. It is as if I stand on a high place, watching two roads stretch before you, and the air trembles with the weight of your next choice. The road to the left is lined with promises that sparkle from a distance, but disappear when you get closer. It calls to you with a comforting voice, telling you that what you want can be obtained quickly, without effort, without patience, and without prayer. But beyond those gates is a garden that cannot grow anything lasting because its soil is poisoned with lies. Child, your worth is far greater than you allow yourself to see. You have been told you are strong, yes, but you have not yet fully realized the truth of your role. The plans that the heavens have for others are connected to your movement, and this makes you a target for both good and evil. The enemy doesn't care about those who cannot change the atmosphere, but you, my beloved, change it without even trying. This is why we protect you so fiercely. This is why you have faced storms that would have drowned others. And this is why, at this very moment, two archangels stand beside you and speak in unison. Let me also tell you something that will bring comfort. You have not missed your moment. I know you felt like you were late, as if the time for your breakthrough passed while you were distracted or struggling. But God's timing is perfect. What He has for you cannot be taken away if you stay in tune with Him. You are not behind. You are standing on the very step that leads to the path prepared for you. And when the moment comes, it will become clear why some doors closed before. These were not rejections. They were redirections. We ourselves closed them because, had you walked through them, you would have ended up in a place where your gifts could have been used, but your soul would have been drained. Here is the truth you must hold on to. What lies ahead will require courage, but not compromise. There is a difference. Courage will ask you to take a step forward, even when you feel unsure. Compromise will ask you to bend in a way that weakens you. God's path will strengthen your identity, not take it away. The false path may flatter your ego, but it will empty your spirit. This is how you will know. Keep this in mind when the choice comes, because it will come soon, sooner than you think. You may wonder, how much longer will I have to wait? How many more signs do I need to see before I step into the life I've prayed for? I will tell you, the waiting is not as long as it seems. The heaviness you feel is not from delay, but from transition. It's like standing on the shore, watching the tide pull back, not realizing that it is gathering strength to return as a wave. The wave is coming, and when it reaches you, it will carry you further than you could have gone on your own in years. This is why we guard this moment so carefully. The tide is about to pull back, and we don't want you distracted when it happens. Child, I need you to do something for me now. Place your hand on your heart, even as you read this. Feel the rhythm. This is the rhythm of a story that is still being written, and you have not yet reached its end. Every beat is a declaration that the heavens are not finished with you. Every breath is an agreement between your body and your calling. And as long as you are alive, the plans written for your life remain in effect. No betrayal, no loss, no mistake can erase them. They cannot be delayed. Yes, but never destroyed. This is why we fight for you, because the mission in your life is still active. Now listen carefully. When this message ends, I want you to carry it with you as if it were a living part of you. Return to it in your thoughts. Let it become the way you view every invitation, every voice, and every opportunity that comes your way in the days ahead. If it brings peace, aligns with the truth, and makes space for God, then it is safe. But if it creates pressure, asks for secrecy, or avoids the light, then it is not for you. This is the filter the heavens have given you. Use it, and you will move through life untouched by what isn't meant for you. The 9 minutes may be almost over, but what matters most is that you are here, you are listening, and you are ready.